Hi, welcome to another episode of Strictly Roots. I am your host, Rumbi Muzangi, and today we are joined by Christine and Tracey. Now, before I even get them to talk, I'm so excited because I actually know them from somewhere really cool, and you guys are going to find out very soon. Now, Christine and Tracey, can I get you guys to introduce yourselves?
Sure. So Christine Burke, Canadian by birth, been here living in Perth for about 20 years, and I have 3 kids, stay-at-home mom, and I run a beautiful wellness business from home.
Cool.
And I love being able to impact other women to do the same.
Nice.
Hi,
Tracey,
I'm Tracey Cook. Thanks for having us today.
That's okay.
And I'm a wife, a mum and a nana. We have 5 children between us,
Yes.
4 adult children and 7 grandchildren.
Oh my God.
And I'm in health and wellness.
Yeah.
It is, oh my God. And I'm in health and wellness, and I'm exactly the same as Christine. I want to make an impact and I want to serve and add value to others.
Nice. That's so exciting. Now, I need you to tell people where I know you from.
So, well, Tracey and I, you'll see we're matchy here today. So
Yes.
we actually met through being chosen to be on a reality show. And it was shot in May, and we were chosen from, together with, people all over the world. We are in a coaching group with a gentleman named Ray Higdon.
Yes.
And he was doing some work with Grant Cardone, so I don't know if anyone knows Grant Cardone, but he put on a reality show for entrepreneurs, and that's how we met at 4 a.m. at the airport on our way to Florida where it was shot. So it was pretty cool. Lots of amazing things have happened.
Amazing.
Since then, so.
That's so cool. What was the show like? Because obviously for people like myself who were just basically watching, you don't get to see exactly how intense, probably the background of the show is. What was that like? Because I can't imagine what an experience like that would have been like.
Well, I'm really pleased that you've actually seen the episode.
I did.
You walked in and you said, I've seen you guys on Play the reality show.
That's why I was like, wait. I know that show. I know who that is. Yeah, and I loved it. Like, I absolutely loved watching. So, because it's always interesting watching entrepreneurs in the same room and competing and trying to get their ideas out. So I absolutely loved watching it. I did. Yeah.
So when we walked into the Play to Win reality show, we didn't know what we were expecting. We were given little tiny nuggets of what to expect. We knew nothing. So when we went there, all our stories come out, all our breakthroughs, all our triumphs, all our friendships. We all formed, all 40 contestants have formed a really close bond.
Yes.
And there are 4 episodes. We filmed over 4 days. We filmed on day 1, but we are episode 2. And the takeaways that we actually got from that is we didn't go in there expecting to tell our stories and to tell our secrets and bare our truths to total strangers in a room full of cameras, and to be able to have a breakthrough, to be able to play to win and play bigger. So that is what the reality show actually done for a lot of the entrepreneurs that were actually on set.
Yeah.
There was a lot of behind the scenes.
Of
Don't
course.
you worry. There was a lot of
There was a bit of
behind the scenes.
crying from someone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we had a bit of an
I'm not
ugly
pointing any fingers or anything.
cry. Yeah.
Yeah. What was that day like? Because breaking down, because we all know entrepreneurship is stressful.
Yes.
But I don't think any of us ever get the chance to cry in front of other people. We normally just do it, while no one else is watching. What was that like?
It was very, I felt very under pressure.
Yeah.
And it was a bit like almost like a Shark Tank situation, right? So like Tracey said, we had really no idea what to expect. So there was, one of the first challenges was an interview, and it was pretty hardcore. So in retrospect, he did an amazing job in getting us to push ourselves and learn how to play to win, right? And when you are put in these high pressure situations, this is where you crack open and where you grow. So I've said ever since the show, I don't think I grew as much in 7 years of being in network marketing, which is very much very much about personal growth. I think I grew more in that 12-hour day than I ever have. And seeing the things that have happened post-show, right after the show, because it's never about the event, right? Whatever happens, the event, you know, that's what happens. It's what you do with it after, right? So we've been running.
Yeah, amazing. That's so cool. What has life been like since you've come back from such an amazing experience? What does that look like?
Oh, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
We, even here in little old Perth, Western Australia, like you've seen us on the Play to Win reality show.
Yeah.
I was at a networking event and somebody said, "You're that girl on the Play to Win reality show." So we've flown from little old Perth, WA to Florida. We're being recognised, which is fantastic for our businesses and for exposure. So that is another side, you know, ripple effect of the Play to Win reality show, which is fantastic. But the biggest things that we've actually done after we've hit the ground running since we've come back, we've got a new mindset. We've got a growth mindset. There's no excuses. You make it happen. You tick everything off on your to-do list. You play to win to be the best version of yourself every single day.
Amazing.
That is what it taught. I grew so much as well in that 12-hour day of filming. And we've all walked out of there not being those people. And this is the most common thing amongst all the contestants, because we still chat. The biggest thing is that we've all evolved. We've 10x evolved since we've actually come out of there. We want to be better. We want to do more, we want to impact more, we want to serve others more, and we do that by showing up on media, because as we know, media is our new TV.
It is, it absolutely is. And I hear you talking about serving other people, and I know that we're sort of in a new era of business where we're no longer serving people through our products and through whatever service we're providing. We're doing more. You mentioned that your stories came out. How has that been impactful for you and other people? Has there ever been anyone that sort of reached out to you, or just people in general saying, "Oh my God, thank you for doing this," and also being women, you know, just maybe women that have reached out to you and said, "Thank you so much for sharing your story and, you know, showing us, you know, your journey on this reality show."
Yes, definitely. And I know Christine's had a few reach outs as well. So as part of the story, as part of the Play to Win fallout, I didn't bear it at all on the actual day. It was the very next day I went live on my Facebook page and I shared a very vulnerable story about sexual, verbal and emotional abuse from a child, where that impacted and went into adult relationships of domestic violence. And now I've done a lot of events with and for White Ribbon and fundraising, and I had over 800 women since sharing my story on a personal interview with Jessica Higdon in a Mompreneur Monday series that she is actually doing. And I had over 800 women reach out to me, message me, thought that I was approachable, and I am, and share these very impactful. I tear up just thinking about it, because it did mess me up a bit hearing all those stories. So I went and thought, okay, I've got an obligation to help those women. I've got an obligation to make their voice heard and to help them in whatever way that I can. So I went and met with a counsellor. I said, how can I direct these women to go and get professional help? They gave me some tools, which has been fantastic. Now when people message me, and I still get messages, I can direct them to professional help. It's literally saving lives. You're serving others. It's not about you. So if we're on media, and media is now our new TV, if we tell our story and we show our vulnerability and show how we're actually overcoming that and being vulnerable by doing that, and people reach out to you, it's your obligation to help them. To serve them, to help make an impact in our communities. And it was only a few weeks ago I had somebody message me and say, I don't know how you do it. I was nearly going to hang myself. You're so inspiring. Look, I tear up even thinking about it. And, you know, she reached out to me in her time of need. That is a huge responsibility. But I'm grateful that she actually had the courage to reach out, and I was able to direct her and still stay in contact with her. And I'm not a counsellor by any means. I'm not an expert, but you know, the power of telling your story and being and impacting others. Definitely serving others.
And I think that's the beauty of network marketing in so many ways, that people don't get to necessarily see at first hand, that you're not only just selling products, you're also helping people to transform their lives. That's what a lot of networking marketing businesses are built on, the idea of being able to empower people, equip them to change their lives. And I'm sure being able to have that opportunity and do what you guys do and seeing how much it's impacted people, it must, you know, it also then helps you to transform your own lives. So well done. Good job on that. It's really, you got me all emotional too. I'm like, I want to cry, but we're not going to do
that. And the stories, you know, from the contestants were so powerful. And I think, you know, like we were talking about before, you know, being vulnerable is one of the most important ways that and something that we learned from the show is to show up with more vulnerability and being more authentic on social media, and just showing people, like I've had people, you know, it was a tough day for me, and I didn't show up on the day very powerfully. That was sort of my challenge. But I've had a lot of people who said, you know, the fact that you went and did that and you put yourself in the line of fire is a huge thing. And you know, we're setting an example for other people to show up more powerfully in their lives and just be real. You know, so that was a huge takeaway for all of us that we got trained on by Hank Norman, who was the director of the reality show, Mel Robbins, Survivor. I mean, the guy is an absolute legend. And that was his message to us, was you must share your shame. And you will create influence, you know, and help more people if you can be more vulnerable and show up that way. So
that's very true. I think we can do more, especially as business owners, entrepreneurs. We can do more by sharing ourselves with people. And I know naturally in business you're not supposed to share emotions, but it's beautiful that we're going into this new era where business and showing emotions and being real and being authentic is starting to go hand in hand. And I think that's such a beautiful transformative wave going on, which is great.
And it's so powerful because people want to know, like, and trust you. People want to buy off you. You're in people's living rooms every single day when you do your Facebook Lives, if you're an online marketer. So if you show up real, because people can see through the BS. And people are expecting, if they're going to want to buy off you or help you with your business, people are going to want to see real and authentic and vulnerability and your ups and downs, and they want to go on that business journey with you.
Because people want a reason now to buy. People want to know, why do I need to pick you out of the hundreds of other people doing what you're doing, whether it's Woolies? Like, why do I need to go and spend my hard work money in Woolies versus Coles? People actually, and I think because we're also living in a sort of unconnected world, in a very lonely, isolated world, we all need a reason to connect to something. So, you know, it's just that much better if you can get it right and actually tap into it. So well done, kudos to you. Now I want to know about the exciting news that you guys are working on at the moment. Let's get to that as well. Tell me more about the new project that you guys are working on and why people need to be getting in contact with you on this.
Well, one of the most beautiful things that came out of the show was the relationships between all the contestants, and especially our team, so our day one team. And you know, Tracey and I, like, we met each other at the airport at 4 o'clock in the morning. We didn't know each other, and it was like boom. Within 5 minutes I felt like I'd known her all my life. She took care of me. And anyway, so we put our heads together and said, you know, we can play bigger, we can show up more powerfully, we can do some stuff. So we got fired up about helping new network marketers really get started the right way on social media. And we put a lot of work into finding a niche, because there is a lot of great trainers out there, Ray being one of them, but we want to help people, I suppose, really who are new to social media, because there's a lot of network marketers out there who have never built their business on social media. And it's a totally different game. So Tracey can elaborate a little bit on
So our exciting news, what we've been working on, because obviously we want to play bigger, we want to impact more, we want to help more, and we keep saying that about adding value and serving others. We keep saying that continuously because that is our mission.
Yeah.
So we've come back, we've brainstormed together, and we're very excited. We're going through a process of helping new network marketers with an e-learning course that they can tap into, that they can resource to get them started correctly in network marketing, on online marketing. And it's not an advanced course, it's not funnels and things like that. It is, you know, turn your computer on, press live, and be real. It starts there, and getting them to tell their story. So we're taking all of our learnings, all of our teachings, and we're going to invest, learn and teach and transfer that into an e-course to show new network marketers how to hit the ground running with their business.
Yeah, great.
So, and learning from our mistakes.
That's so good.
That's the biggest thing.
That's really great. And I love that you guys are all obviously all about helping other people, empowering other people. I think that's, you know, that's to just be adored. Like, it's great. Where can people find you, and how can people get to this e-learning course?
We can probably share a link to it.
Great.
And it'll be up and running within the next 4 weeks.
Great. That's great.
So you can find us at the moment, you can find us on our Facebook pages.
Yes.
Facebook profiles, so Christine Burke and Tracey Cook. And as soon as we have our course up and running, we'll have that ready for people.
Great.
And we are taking a pre-enrollment list as well.
Yes. Okay. And that would just be through the link that you guys share.
That's right.
Okay, cool, great, thank you. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I've had such a great time chatting with you guys. If this was not a show, we would definitely be going on and on and on and on. It's definitely been one of my easiest interviews, and I love that. Thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it. I can't wait to see what you guys are doing. I honestly wish you all the success, the more to you.
Thank you.
Thank
you so much. Thanks for having us.
I will.
Thank you very much.
That's all right. Thank you for coming. All good.